OpenAI just dropped their latest image generator, GPT Image 1.5, and the hype is real. They are claiming this thing is incredibly powerful, so naturally, in this video, I'm going to test the hell out of it and compare it directly to the current undisputed king of AI image generation, Nano Banana Pro. If you look at the official announcement, they promise the usual features: editing someone's outfit, changing hairstyles, outpainting backgrounds, or creating deepfakes. But let's be honest, we already have competitors like Nano Banana Pro or open source tools like Quinn that can handle that easy stuff. So I'm not going to waste your time showing you basic style transfers or watermark removals. I want to see where these models break. We are going to throw the trickiest prompts possible at GPT Image 1.5 to see if it can actually dethrone the king. Let's start with a pop culture stress test. I asked both models to generate a 4x4 grid of Pokemon based specifically on their Pokedex numbers, including some random ones to see if it hallucinates. Surprisingly, both models actually understood the assignment, which is impressive on its own. However, when you look closely, Nano Banana Pro renders characters like Golbat and Pidgeotto significantly better. GPT's versions looked a bit off. We saw some real discrepancies with tricky numbers like 2011 unknown and 301. While neither was perfect, Nano Banana Pro was much closer to the accurate design, whereas GPT Image 1.5 started making things up, like getting the color and patterns wrong on the neck of the 301 Pokemon. For this round, the point has to go to Nano Banana Pro. Next, I wanted to test emotional intelligence. Can these models render complex human expressions? I set up a grid of a young female cycling through everything from happiness and awe to jealousy and anticipation. This is where GPT Image 1.5 really shocked me. It handled the subtle emotions beautifully. The relief, nostalgia, and jealousy panels were accurate and conveyed the feeling perfectly. On the other hand, Nano Banana Pro struggled a bit here. Its version of confidence didn't look confident, and awe didn't look struck with wonder. The nostalgia and pride panels also looked strange. If you need distinct character acting, I'd actually give the win to GPT Image 1.5 here. Now, for something a bit controversial, can these tools do your homework? I uploaded a screenshot of a math assignment and asked them to solve it using messy handwriting so it looked authentic. GPT Image 1.5 is actually terrifyingly good at this. It solved the algebra correctly, isolating the variables properly, and the handwriting looked like I actually wrote it. Nano Banana Pro also solved it, using a slightly different mathematical method, but it weirdly altered the paper's background, making it look like a printed photo rather than the original file. However, don't get too excited, students. When I tried this on a biology worksheet asking to label organelles, both models failed miserably, labeling mitochondria and nuclei completely wrong. But for the math alone, I prefer GPT's generation because it preserved the original document's look. I also threw in a logic trap that usually breaks image generators. A clock showing 11:15 next to a wine glass filled to the top. GPT Image 1.5 got the glass right, but the clock hands were messed up. One hand was always distorted. Nano Banana Pro got the glass right, but the time was wrong. The hour hand was right on the 11 instead of slightly past it, which isn't how clocks work. It's a tie there. Then for the creatives out there, I tested manga generation. Both models created coherent stories about a man confessing love at a train station. But when I asked them to translate an existing manga page to Chinese and colorize it, GPT Image 1.5 fell apart. It distorted faces and hallucinated characters that didn't exist. Nano Banana Pro nailed the translation and preserved the art style. However, strangely enough, when I asked for a screenshot of YouTube search results, GPT won. It generated correct text and thumbnails, whereas Nano Banana Pro was riddled with spelling errors in the UI. Back to the testing. I tried to generate a massive group selfie with everyone from Johnny Depp to Elon Musk. GPT Image 1.5 refused to do it. The guardrails are very strict. Even when I bypassed the guardrails with a richest people prompt, the likenesses of Elon Musk and Warren Buffett looked off. Nano Banana Pro, however, absolutely aced this. It generated a group shot where every celebrity was instantly recognizable. It even handled a group selfie of anime characters better, correctly giving Bart Simpson his standard t-shirt and, impressively, the correct 4 fingers, while GPT put him in a hoodie. Nano Banana Pro simply has superior knowledge of existing people and characters. This next test was the biggest blowout. I gave both models a screenshot of a complex table of medical data and asked them to turn it into a nice chart. GPT Image 1.5 missed half the data categories and messed up the bar heights. Nano Banana Pro was incredible here. It recognized the percentage of patients axis, actually performed the math to divide the values by the sample size, and mapped the graph perfectly. It did the same for technical diagrams. When asked to draw a neural network from Python code or explain a transformer model, GPT's diagrams were missing layers and messy. Nano Banana Pro included the embeddings, positional encodings, and correct flow. If you need data visualization or technical charts, Nano Banana is the clear winner. So what's the verdict? Despite some independent leaderboards currently ranking GPT Image 1.5 as number 1, which I frankly find surprising given these results, my tests tell a different story. Nano Banana Pro is still the king of AI image generation. It has better world understanding, handles data and charts significantly better, and renders likenesses accurately. However, GPT Image 1.5 is a massive improvement over its predecessor. They finally got rid of that weird yellow tinge that used to plague all their images, and it's actually better at spelling and generating text. Plus, here is the kicker. GPT Image 1.5 is rolling out for free to GPT users, while Nano Banana Pro is a paid-tier competitor. If you want the absolute best quality and technical accuracy, stick with Nano Banana Pro. But for a free tool integrated into a chat interface, GPT Image 1.5 is getting dangerously close. Let me know in the comments if you've managed to get better results with the new model. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more AI deep dives, and sign up for my newsletter if you want to keep up with this crazy news cycle. Thanks for watching.